Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more Rome 2 action for you today, and we have a glorious 4v4 that I was taking part in on Scouts of Entertainment stream. It was actually a really fun one. Definitely recommend going and checking out Scout's channel. He did some great like Rome 2 content along with Napoleon and Third Age if you're a fan of that. But yeah, I was taking part in this 4v4, and as you can see here, already have some cavalry sallying out with some Riders of the Hunt, trying to take out some artillery and some desert cav here actually as well. But yeah, we were all playing barbarian factions and we were facing, well, just about anything else. I am playing as Tireless in this game. We have Boii, we have Arverni, and we have Swaby on the defense. We have Galatia attacking, so like a fellow barbarian you could say. We have Lusitani, and we have Nabatea and Carthage attacking. So yeah, very interesting. And also really interesting is that Carthage brought a general, elephant general. It's a bit risky because elephants, obviously, all you have to do is fire some arrows at them, some fiery arrows, and you're routing, or you're at least scaring off the unit and possibly routing it. So it's a real risk by him doing this, but we'll see whether it pays off. I mean, obviously, elephants are very powerful. And with like generals usually getting sent in like last thing, having an elephant unit coming in last thing could be huge. But yeah, if you're enjoying seeing Rome 2 on the channel and would like to see some more Rome 2 content, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. We've been doing a lot of Rome 2 on the channel at the moment recently with the DEI stream going on, and I know a lot of you have been enjoying that, so I'm sure a lot of you will enjoy seeing this epic siege battle. It certainly is a pretty close one, and we'll see who wins it for sure. But yeah, we have Boii actually setting up here some troops against Galatia. I don't really think either any of the players were really prepared for Galatia. I think we'd all kind of passed on the job of defending against Galatia, and in the end, as you can see here, we have some of Boii's troops are kind of going over. They've got some naked swords, got some Oathsworn, and we've got sword followers here. Kind of a bit worried to see already seeing Oathsworn in there, but I've also had my Oathsworn kind of just sat back here as well, waiting in reserve. I have tribal warriors, a lot of tribal warriors today actually. Obviously that being like the strength of Tireless. I mean, they have just like really good cheap shock like swords. These Riders of the Hunt getting absolutely cut down. Look at this, they've got just jammy to pieces. I think they're trying to get in to try and take out some of these archers here of Lusitani. And here you go, gonna go in and get some of these slingers. That's good. I mean, these they are light melee cabs, so they are really quick, but their charge is not necessarily that great. I just realised that we got the foliage off. I must have had that off from the stream, but there you go. Foliage back on. You can see everything now. It looks nice and green. There you go, light melee cav. I mean, they're gonna get out of there alive. They just need to stay alive, and then Lusitani's got something to worry about in the back lines, and they got to keep reserves there to protect their own archers and the general, for instance, as well. The general could probably handle himself. He's a pretty elite unit. But yeah, just keep this unit in the back, and it means that Lusitani has to keep, like, I don't know, Lusitani nobles or Iberian swords just back to defend, and that means that there's less to attack the walls. It really helps in that capacity. But we have Nabatea is about to land on the wall. He's landing some desert hoplites on the wall first, and noble swords. I mean, the hoplites, kind of a strange one to be landing them because what they're hitting here, desert levy. Not really worth shooting your artillery at these desert levy. We're shooting more at like armored desert hoplites. But I mean, spears over the wall, not really a good move. But as you can see here, already have the first clash of infantry. Galatian swords going in against sword followers. And this is a fight that the sword followers will certainly win. And we got more of the same now, more Galatian swords coming up, and they will be trying to battle away with these sword followers. Yeah, these guys, you know, I mean, sword followers are a pretty good unit. They're a very cost-effective unit. Certainly, if you are like new to Rome 2 or don't really know like what's like units to bring, sword followers if you're playing Boii, really good unit to bring. I mean, it's really cheap, but it's a really good cost-effective unit. Kind of the same as the tribal warriors. Tribal warriors probably even better because they're very heavy. They're currently like we're throwing jammies into flank there, but I will soon have to send them in because Galatian legionnaires are arriving. Already have naked warriors in as well over here. These guys are a really good shock infantry unit. Obviously don't have very much armor, so they're really good like flanking unit, or like I said, a shock unit. So they'll get a really good charge off. It'll do really well, get you a lot of kills. But as the battle progresses, or like the combat it's in progresses, they will start to die. And as you can see, they're getting javied in the flank by a Galatian sword, so they are starting to feel that, and they are actually losing now. Look at the javies coming in, just focusing these poor guys down. And they are going to try and silence this unit. But how are they doing over here? Again, also losing it. It's just because as the battle progresses, that combat progresses, they start to lose. But that's a shame. But they will do Glacier. Bowguy's going to send more troops over Oathsworn. Oh wow, already lost 50 men. That's the artillery. Swaby sending a lot of stuff around the back as well. I'm now actually engaged with Nabatea over here. He's actually managed to charge some of my Celtic warriors, and these guys are losing slightly. But they didn't manage to get their charge off, so it was a bit of a waste on my part there. I think I was busy trying to help in the back with Glacier, and I wasn't really paying attention. But oh well, it happens. But Arverni's also engaged here. You can see he's got Levy Freeman going up against Noble Swords. Levy Freeman are going to just get cut down. But they're slowing down Nabatea, and that is the main thing. I mean, these Noble Swords are okay, but they're not like insanely good. They're not going to be beating any of the really elite infantry that we have waiting. These Armand's hoplites here getting just massed and overwhelmed by Celtic warriors. I mean, they're getting like slowly surrounded. I mean, it's really bizarre to bring spears on the attack, to be honest, just at all. I know Nabatea's got really good spears, but you just don't play Nabatea on the attack. I just don't think it's a very effective faction to play and be aggressive with. But yeah, at this point I was just busy firing my artillery. Like, they had archers below here. I think they were trying to... Oh, these are slingers. I don't know if they were trying to take up my artillery crew, but I was just firing shot after shot. Look at that. Metra's shield warriors getting hit hard. Doing what damage I can to Lusitano before he arrives. On the back lines, it's, I mean, Swaby's now arrived. You can see the Glaciers actually got quite a way into the settlement. Bowie is still trying to hold him back. He's got his probably superior sword followers coming in. We have still got most of the legionaries though still outside. He's got a lot of legionaries. Though with Swaby now arriving with wolf warriors, they should do okay. Well, they should do a lot better. I mean, if I was Glacier, I'd probably be trying to get like these legionaries off the wall, get them round here and flank Arverni. Arverni also sending over some troops by the looks of it. Chosen warriors. I mean, they'll beat these Glacian swords because it's heavy versus medium, but I mean, it's a very much a joint effort. It started off as no one wants to defend the back to everyone must have to defend the back in some capacity. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is looking really good here. Glacier actually losing a lot of troops. I mean, this is like wavering at 60 and 70. It's kind of a little bit high. You see these Oathsworn now going in. They're already battered as well, down at 90 men. And they lost most of those men from artillery. There you go. They've all routed. And that's kind of freed up the center. Now they're going to have to send up some legionaries. I mean, Glacier's certainly getting through his troops. Lusitani's yet to even land. Nabatea as well. Carthage is yet to even arrive. So there's still plenty of enemies for us to kill. See over here, I'm doing a decent amount of damage to these desert hoplites now, surrounding them slowly with these Celtic warriors. Celtic warriors also a really good, cheap, effective unit. I like how they're keeping their phalanx formation. They're just deciding, you know what? It's worked for us so far, we'll stay in it. And then send more hoplites in. I guess maybe, yeah, the Celtics are actually starting to lose. It's kind of a bad sign. Over here as well, starting to lose as well. We're going to have to see, like the Chosen Swords. Yep, they're starting to move up. They're going to need to move up quickly because, I mean, these armored hoplites are clearly doing okay. They're not too bad on the offensive, but it's slow going with spears on the offensive. You don't make breakthroughs very quickly. there's the hoplites over here as well battling on. I mean, Celtic Warriors is slowly dying off. They've got plenty of, what have we got over here? More Nakeds, we've got Chosen Swords, we've got Archers as well that have barely even done anything. I've got my Slingers up here. We've got so many Archers up here ready on this hill to do damage. Here we go, Galatians coming in the back lines again. And we have the Wolf Warriors now of Swaby being thrown in. These men that have killed so many wolves to equip themselves and clothe themselves. I wouldn't mess with this unit. I like how they all have the jabbies out as well. Like they really want to throw them, but they just can't get the angle. You see over here, Chosen Swords starting to waver, starting to go. These Galatian legionaries is too much for them. I mean, Galatian should just go around. He should just flank rounds. He's got to stretch. He's just got to stretch out the defense as much as possible. I know he's not got too many reserves, but I mean, he's just attacking on what, 2 fronts at the moment. It's very easy for the defenders, and we have a lot of troops now back here. I mean, I have like barely any troops here. I'm barely contributing to the defense, but we've got a lot here ready to go. And yeah, I mean, over here, I'm finally now also committing to the Lusitania has finally landed. And we are now, I mean, my Celtic Warriors got a pretty decent charge off, managed to do a lot of damage. Veteran Shield Warriors are now fighting. I have my Tribal Warriors down here as well. And I'm just charging into anything that like I get chance. Here you go, you can see the Celtic Warriors going to charge in. I'm going to go in after those, I think these are Iberian Swords. Veteran Shield Warriors. Oh, it's going to be a hard fight for these Celtic Warriors. This is a hard fight. It's heavy versus light. I don't honestly see my Celtic Warriors doing too great. Over here, though, I mean, very heavy against heavy. This is fights I can win every day, like, of the week. Tribal Warriors just going to clean up here. There you go. They're doing okay. Carthage now has arrived, and he's going through the gate. They have actually knocked the gate down with a ram. And they're now rushing through. I mean, this is a problem because Boei is actually going to get flanked here. And there's nothing really defending this spot. I'm actually rushing some tribal warriors down here. But it is a little bit of an issue. You can see that we have Iberian Swords here. They're trying to flank Boei. And I was like, no, that's not happening. I'll save my Celtic brethren. I guess you could say I'm Celtic. I am basically Celtic. Tylus is like a weird Balkan Celtic tribe. There you go, they're going into the back. Really good jabby throw. In they go. Oh. Look over the top of there. Over the top of the roofs. Over the rooftops, that's the better way of saying it. Top of the roofs. It's not good. It's not good English at all. But you can see Nabatea's breaking in. They're actually like they've won their combats over here against me. I mean, instead of like going to support their Lusitania allies, they just decided to push on deeper into this city. I mean, all they're doing is running into more of my tribal warriors that I have in reserve. Though I am running kind of short on tribal warriors. I've got 2 more. I have 1 over here, which to be honest is kind of a bit redundant because Swaby and Boei are kind of mopping up. I still have my Oathsworn as well. But I'm getting a little short. I also need to just hope that I can win some of these fights. Tribal Warriors doing okay over here. Being shot in the back though by these slingers. It's painful. I'm also getting surrounded here as well. Carthaginian hoplites surrounding my tribal warriors. And you can see here now that Arverni is committing everything. This is basically all they have now. Is gone in. Apart from like their Oathsworn, which to be honest look like they're not going to be far off going in. They have everything committed. Still battling away with Nabatea, and then they've got Carthage to deal with. These spears, what are these? Rakim Palace Guard, these are the elite spears of Nabatea, and they've gone in now. It's a bad sign that they've been sent in. Means Nabatea is kind of running out of stuff. Libyan infantry losing decisively to... Not quite sure what it's losing decisively to. Is it losing decisively to this Bastion Ballista? But look at this, the general's very close to the front line. If we can get some archers close, we can maybe start shooting cause some panic there. You can see that Lusitania is starting to take the city though. They really should just be flanking around and taking out these tribal warriors that I've, like, I also need to move these guys. These guys are just like, look at this, getting focused down, murdered. And I was clearly not paying attention. I don't know what I was doing. But I really need to get them moving, because if I can get these tribal warriors moving, they could, I don't know, they could go and support over in loads of different spots. I mean, same over here, look at this. My tribal warriors getting surrounded. I mean, this is not something out of micro, but I could have prevented this. I could have prevented this. It's just such a shame. And yeah, this unit's just getting focused down. I was not paying attention. But yeah, my tribal's just going to mess up these. Look at this, Nabatean heavy archers just been allowed to go into combat. These guys had ammo left. And they've been rushed by my tribal warriors. Big win here, taking out these archers. Look at that, this unit's done a 77. It's frustrating me that I'm seeing this now. I don't think I actually saw that in like the live battle. Sword followers here. Look how much they're holding up. Sacred Band. Got Rakim Palace Guard in here. All sorts being held up. They should really not be doing this. Carthage should have been flanking around. Now routing all this desert hoplites here. We've done an okay job. I'm also about to get rushed up here, my slingers. This is not so good. I have no infantry here as well, so we're in a little bit of trouble. But yeah, we seem to be doing a really, really good job. And look at this! The elephants rushed on in. And they were getting focused on. They're now out of control, but they're getting focused on with these Gallic hunters. And yeah, they're out of control, and they're out of control in the worst place possible. In the gateway, as the entire Carthaginian army comes through. Look at this. Absolute chaos, and they're all dying. And that is Carthage's general gone, and that's a huge win there, I think. That is a massive, massive win. Let's just check on the other side quickly. Glacier's pretty much gone. He's been contended with he's been dealt with, put it like that. You can see here, look at these Galatian legionaries losing to Swordfall. I mean, actually, they're all losing in this fight. So, I mean, that's war for you. Everyone loses. I see it nearly every battle. Everyone's a loser in war. Over on this side, as you can see, I mean, they're actually pushing around with the defenders. But Wolf Warriors here winning their fight against the Galatian legionaries. And we have the Bastion Ballistas. But once they've beaten all this, they're in behind. They can actually flank Galatia. And Galatia's in a bit of trouble. But look at this. Carthage is making a lot of headway here. He's actually now into the Axe Warriors. He's a living infantry. They have lost their gen, though. So we have to keep that in mind. Carthage is going to have to be careful with his army. He can't, like, overwork it because it will break. No general to support them. Living infantry here as well being thrown in. And they're starting to overwhelm these chosen swords that have held on for so long. We now have the Oathsworn up here for Arverni. But I mean, they're going to have to bring up their nakeds and all other stuff. Because they're pretty we're just short on infantry on this side. It's really, really close. Tribal warriors here still battling on against all sorts. Now I'm really, really short on infantry now. I'm kind of overcommitting a little bit. My tribal warriors really should not have been out here fighting. And I actually think I'm retreating them. Yep, I realize that I'm just like way overextended with what little I have left. What have we got here? Sacred Band. But it's an absolute mess down here. I mean, we've got like tribal warriors getting surrounded. My tribal warriors getting surrounded. By Sacred Band as well, of all things. And I'm now like, this unit like is now actually surrounded because it's in behind enemy lines. It's about to get dealt with by my Oathsworn. I'm gonna just send them down, kill them. They are gonna get a nice rear charge onto my own tribal warriors. They're just you know, down here doing their thing, and then they're just going to get surrounded by some Iberian swords. Like, oh my god, where did these guys come from? We thought the rear was safe. They're probably wondering what the hell is going on here. And then over on this side, I mean, what we got going on? I kept my tribals still getting shot. I mean, I'm very short infantry now. This is kind of it for my men. Everything's nearly committed. Carthage is making certainly like his arrival has allowed for a lot of headway. I mean, also Lusitania, he's done a really good job. I mean, they'll get focused on the side here though. Lusitania's actually winning that fight. He's going to rout those chosen swords. I mean, they're really short infantry here. They're going to need Swaby to bring some troops with. These Oathsworn also going to have to need to be committed soon. Really, really going to need to be committed. What we got here, Celtic Warriors somehow survived for Bowie Eye. They survived this long. Jeez. But I mean, if they win this fight, they can start to flank Carthage. Carthage is, well, he's actually rushing through his sacred band. But I'm still trying to do damage, and we've got Oathsworn here, these guys dealing with the Libyans. But yeah, it's a dicey one. Let's quickly just have a look at Galatia. I think Galatia's all but dead. His general's now engaged. He's had to throw his general down here to hold back this wave of wolf warriors and sword followers. Galatian noblemen. I mean, the legionaries haven't really made any progress. Not really any progress at all. I mean, they've got like a little bit like closer. They got like to here, but it's been a rough one. After like no one wanted to defend against Galatia. Galatia probably got like a lot of troops on his side. We in the end actually sent probably far too much because we were very worried that they were going to break through because nothing was there. So then in the end, Galatia probably faces actually a really tough defense because we actually all send over forces there. But in reality, he probably would have had probably an okay-ish game if he was just facing one army. Potentially. I don't know. It's hard to say. But I'm now rushing down with my tribals. I'm now rushing down these slingers. Trying to silence them. As you can see, though, these Iberian swords are on the way up. Carthage is actually pretty spent now. He's got Sacred Band in here and he's facing Oathsworn. It's not a fight he can win. Celtic Warriors now flanking in. Trying to do some damage on these Libyans. But yeah, once they've won this fight, I mean, these Sacred Band here are going to just get absolutely wrecked. I mean, what we've got here, the general's retaking the gate, I guess? I don't know. But he can start to come around. Lusitania is looking a bit dicey. You can see you've got naked swords now going in. These guys are going to get a really good charge onto these Lusitania nobles. In they go, really good charge. I mean, that's what the naked one is, a really good charge. They'll get some really good kills. I mean, this is a fresh unit. It's already killed like 50 men. As the naked swords. I mean, that's really, really good. These guys are insane. But obviously, as the battle goes on, you can see already a few starting to get cut down. And now we have a general coming in. He's going to rear charge these naked swords and probably rout them pretty quickly. I'm shooting them in the back as much as I can as well with my Celtic slingers. My tribal warriors are winning over here. I mean, they're going to beat Iberian swords. I like how the Iberian swords are kind of like what's left alive. Even though we've had veteran shield warriors go in. Now facing Lusitania nobles. The Iberian swords somehow survive. These Iberian swords somehow survive. It's a bizarre one. But now I'm sending my general down. And they're really desperate to kill my general as Lusitania. Because they pull out of this combat and they charge into my general. This is a fresh Oathsworn. You don't just kill it like that. You don't kill it in the blink of an eye. Takes a while to kill. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we're beating the Sacred Band, which are losing decisively. And we've got a lot of Oathsworn now for Arvoni flanking around. Galatia's all but beat. He's actually survived longer than Nabatea. I know Nabatea's got like one unit left, but Glacier was first in, and he's not going to be the first out. It looks like it's going to be Nabatea. Or maybe Carthage. Carthage is first out by the looks of it, really. You could argue. Yeah, as you can see down here, Glacier fighting back to back. For the last few moments of this battle. It's a brutal fight though. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Barbarian defense and a victorious Barbarian defense. These Galatian noblemen are winning. But yeah, we are... It started off really dicey because I certainly had a really poor micro time to start off with, and I just felt like I was getting I felt like we were getting overwhelmed in a few areas. But as you can see, we sort of started to turn it around. Arvoni did a really good job over here with Boii cleaning up Nabatea, and then also Carthage. Killing Carthage's general obviously was huge. I dealt mainly with Lusitani, a little bit obviously with Nabatea, but yeah, Lusitani was a formidable force, but in the end, they kind of just ran out of steam. But I've certainly been helped by my allies, like, for sure. Absolutely. See the Nakeds down there still fighting on. I can't imagine them getting many kills now. And as you can see, coming around the back, we've got Oathsworn. And we have Tribal Warriors. I mean, we're about to see probably... Yeah, I think it's Lusitani left. That is it. They may just start a chain route. They actually are starting a chain route. Wow, look at that. And there's a fresh unit of Lusitani Nobles going in. And it's wavering. And there you go. That is the battle. It was a costly victory for Tylus. But we'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. Yeah, like I said, I was playing as Tylus. We had Scouts was playing as Boii, Slayer was playing as Arvoni, and we had the White Dwarf playing as Swaby. But yeah, it was a really, really fun one. Yeah, I just about got the most kills. I was very surprised because I felt like I had a terrible game, but somehow I just about got the most kills for our team and in the match. But yeah, I didn't really think I had a great game, but I've got some pretty good kills here as we'll go over the unit results. I got 169 kills, my Oathsworn Gen. My archers did, my slingers did nothing, but they are like dog cheap, so it doesn't really matter. Celtic Warriors getting 96 kills, Oathsworn getting 159 kills, so it's really good. And then we got Tribal Warriors down here getting like 192 kills, 255, 301 kills, really good there. Slayer with Arvoni, like army, which this is like his set army he always brings. 291 kills with his Oathsworn. His Archer's getting 170, the best one, and he's got his Celtics getting 74, 75. His Chosen getting 178, and his Oathsworn down here 153. Then we have Scout with Boii, 150 kills with his Bowman. His Axe is getting 146, 182 with his Celtic Warriors. His Naked Swords 107. His Oathsworn getting 217, and his Sword Followers getting 253, the best one there. Then we have White Dwarf playing as Swaby. He lost the least and killed the least in the match entirely. But he had a very fresh army left at the end, so if there was any issues, Swaby would have been able to clear it up. But yeah, he got like only one kill with the Swordmasters, and they lost quite a lot of men. I don't know if they lost men to archers or to artillery, I'm not sure. His Cav getting a few kills there. But yeah, his Wolf Warriors were the only real guys that committed, and he got like 190 kills with the best one there, so well done to him. Then we have Ghost Apple playing as Nabatea. Did okay, but I don't know if really whether Nabatea is really the smartest army to bring on the attack. They've got some pretty good kills here, these Spears, but I mean, Spears on the attack is always a tough fight. I mean, he's got 138 kills with his Archers, 110 with his Slingers, 174 with his Desert Hoplites, 134 with 36 with these King Palace Guard, and 159 with his Swords. Not automatic playing as Galatia, 223 kills with his Nobleman's really good, 183 with his Syrian Archers. His Legionaries 192, the best one, and his Galatian Swords 159, the best one. And we have Wombat playing as Lusitani, 109 kills with his General. His Iberian Swords getting 209 kills. That's very, very good. I'm kind of surprised. Lusitani Nobles with 241, and his Veteran Shield Warriors best one getting 147. Then we have VSP, playing as Carthage. I don't know if he's just a newer player or what. He didn't actually bring in the archers, I just seen. May have been a newer player, I'm not sure. But yeah, bringing in an elephant general is a bit of a no-no. Elephants are great to bring, good unit to bring, just maybe not as a general, because obviously if your general breaks and dies, and elephants are kind of vulnerable to like a lot of things, obviously then your army's in a lot of danger. So maybe it would have been better to bring like an elephant, like a normal elephant unit, and then just like a cav general. But yeah, the elephant didn't get many kills. Libyan Libyan infantry, sorry, getting 165 kills, and then his then you've got these Sacred Band here, which is a real shame, only getting 89 kills. But there you go, guys. That is today's siege. I hope you guys did enjoy. It was certainly a fun one. Don't forget to go and check out Scout's channel. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Don't forget to join the Discord as well. That is also in the description. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support as well. Really helps out the channel. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next Rome 2 siege. Bye for now.